Welcome to Deep Thought, the power of a change agent. Now, I've done a few other videos talking about that because change agents have always fascinated me. Change agents, what's a change agent? Just by the very nature of who they are, they create change. And they could be a seed. They could be one person, especially in the era of social media. You know, before, a single change agent would have to do a lot. Right now, all they need is a working phone. In fact, I saw someone walking through my neighborhood. I'd seen them before, and and they live with this beautiful young lady. I've said hi to the young lady, haven't talked to this person, but dude was just walking around on the phone. Now, I was like, I always see him at weird times. They might not work. Could be social media too. I haven't talked to him like that. But I don't know what he's talking about. He could be a change agent. He could be like announcing some stuff, talking about some major stuff. I mean, especially in the age of social media, someone could create change from the comfort of their own living room, literally from their basement or something. And that's powerful. That's powerful, because think about what a change agent does. The main thing a change agent does is they change something. They introduce ideas. Their philosophy can change how people carry themselves. They can change the direction of something. And I'm gonna tell you what, right now we need a whole lot of change agents. Oh man, and they there. You have some people doing some very positive things. And because of change agent, it could be somebody on social media. It could be somebody who has an urban farm somewhere, and they say they're in a food desert, and they say, you know what, I want to feed these people, or I want to show them something. A change agent could be a teacher who inspires many young men and women to do something great with their lives. It could be a teacher in an impoverished neighborhood, a bad school, but they go above and beyond to bring out the light within any of the children that's there. That's a change agent. Or somebody in the neighborhood. It's like whoever, the one thing is, you have them all over. It don't have to be something that they become celebrities for or something. It could be something small. It could be something they might not talk. They might not get on a social media or be speaking in front of a bunch of people. Their thing is they might sometimes they have one-on-one conversations with people. I just thought about this guy I knew who he was at American University when I was there. And I remember what he said to me one time. He said one of the things he did was drive a cab part-time. And he had, I remember what he said. He said something. He said, he had talked a guy out of robbing him, because he just talked to the guy. A guy got in his cab, was trying to rob him, and he just talked to the guy. And all of a sudden, the guy said, didn't rob him, say, I wish I had an uncle like you. And, and you have some men and women like that. They don't see the change, but they could be working on your job. They could have whatever, but they change it because every life that they touch, they improve. And it might be something very simple. Like I remember, I was thinking about this young lady I used to know. And I hope she's doing very well now. Like all the guys in the neighborhood knew her. Very physically attractive, but very peaceful too. Like everybody loved her and loved her enough to respect that she had a man. But I remember one time I was in downtown DC, and I was working for the government. And I remember I had been very agitated. I was going to lunch, and I was agitated. I don't even remember what I was agitated for, but I was just agitated. So I'm walking and I say, hey, how you doing? All that, and, I'm like, all she did was just grab my hand and just hold it, and just looked at me. Just hold. She didn't say anything. She didn't say, Rom, calm down. She just hold her hand. I was like, just let me talk. I was real calm after that, and I said, that was very powerful. She didn't say a word. All she did was hold my hand. But see, a young lady like that is a change agent because like I said, all the guys in the neighborhood, everybody knew her. And she was very, very attractive, but she's very peaceful. So a lot of guys, if she could say something, she could just say something, and guys are like, yeah. Like if anybody had messed with her, it wouldn't have to be just her man. Everybody in the neighborhood would have laced up their Timbs and been like, okay, let's go get this person who messed with her. But that's powerful. That's a change agent. Sometimes it's that. It might be the woman, the woman in a poor neighborhood who, all the guys, they having trouble, but she's like a mother figure and they all respect her. Even the D boys are drug dealer type of kids and stuff. I've met some women like that. Heard about some women like that. But those are change agents. So that's a very important thing. That's a very important thing. And that's a power. Think about the power of changing someone's direction in life. Because we all need it. And like I said, they could be small, might not be on social media, but okay, let's talk about social media. What if you have some people who are really changing how somebody's seeing stuff, really changing their lives, really inspiring them to be the best version of themselves? That's a change agent. That's a change agent. I mean, and thankfully we have a lot. We can have change agents that could start, they could start major movements that are for good. They can start major movements that are for good out here. That's the thing. That's a beautiful thing, in fact. And that's what we need. As I'm talking, one of you might be a change agent. And you might be doing stuff and you ain't thinking about it. You ain't thinking about it because one thing I found with change agents, the overwhelming majority, when you meet them, they just doing what they do. They don't realize what their power is, but they have power. And you might be a change agent. One of you watching, all of you watching maybe, might be a change agent, and you do have a great power. Like you making a difference in someone's life. Even if it's one person's life, if you changing their direction, that's power in itself because you don't know what they might do. Let me talk about that for a second. Sometimes you might not be that person who's online or famous. You might work a regular job, something like that. But then how many people are you changing and helping just being you? Maybe just having a conversation. Maybe just listening to them. They might just, instead of going to a therapist or something, talk to you. And you just sit and listen. But just the act of listening just changes them. I want y'all to think about that. That's powerful. Because what if what if it's like one person that you talk to, one person that you encourage, but then that one person goes out and you actually bring out the change agent in them. That's still powerful, because when we're going through life, we're all touching each other's lives. We're all touching the lives of somebody, The power of a change agent, they touching people's lives in a positive way. I want y'all to really, really think about that, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for today. That's all I have, and I'll probably talk about change agent again because that's always on my mind. I'll probably talk about it again in a year or so, probably next month or so. So anyway, that's all I have. Y'all have a great weekend, and I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.